Yo, what is up? Welcome back, everyone. I appreciate you stopping by and checking out another video. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Let's hop right into the gameplay. Today, I'm bringing you guys another support-only class setup. And this time, I believe I'm rocking Expeditionary, and I have the MP40 here. That's the Do-Re-Mi Mark II variant with a suppressor, and we're just moving around the map. And the reason we're able to do that is because we're running support only streaks, UAV and counter UAV. Now there are a couple advantages to running support only, and one of them is you have constant eyes on the map, meaning you can usually always see where the enemy is unless they're wearing, flanker or mountain division. But other than that, you can usually always see where the enemy is, so you won't get flanked, and you can move towards their spawn or stay mid of map. The next thing is it usually throws the enemies off. Whenever you're running support only, they usually focus a lot on, oh my gosh, there's a UAV in the sky, let me try and shoot it down, or let me try and hide. So that way, you don't have to really worry about them leaving their spawn, because a lot of people usually get scared whenever they hear UAV or counter UAV. Another thing is it helps you get your streaks. If you're running support, then this is really great because you call a UAV, that helps you get your counter UAV relatively quickly, and then your counter UAV, you call it in, the assist towards that helps you get another UAV, so you can just keep continually cycle through UAVs and counter UAVs, and once again that will help throw the enemy off. Next thing is you can move around the map pretty quickly, and move around the map, that's gonna help you get more streaks, and that's gonna help you get more kills and eventually get a V2 rocket, which you guys will see here in a little while. Teammates also have better awareness around the map whenever you run support. There's a couple advantages and disadvantages to that whenever you're using support only, because sometimes teammates like to rush the enemy, and that can be bad. And then other times, teammates would actually play tactically, and that is actually a good thing because you guys can usually keep the enemy on one side of the map and control it for the rest of the game. Next thing, enemies will be less likely to call in score streaks. If you constantly have eyes on a map, people aren't going to be moving much, and unless they're pretty good at staying in one spot, then you need to not rush them. But for the most part, they won't be able to really get that many streaks on you. There are a few people that probably will get streaks, but they won't be able to get any high-end streaks to just destroy the map like a ball turret gunner or paratroopers, unless they get it out of a care package. Then you can't really help that. Let's move on. One of the main things is with UAV and counter UAV or support streaks in general is you can be on the offensive. You can always push the enemy, and that was the V2 rocket there. So yeah, you can always just push the enemy, and you don't have to play defense. You'll always be able to just move around the map at will, and that is pretty darn good in my opinion. Now let's move on to some disadvantages, and I only have a couple. One of them is sometimes you get less kills. You keep calling UAVs, and teammates are going to push towards the enemy, and most likely they're going to get the kill. And if they don't get the kill, this is where it becomes an upset for your team, because teammates tend to want to rush the enemy because they're like, oh my gosh, now I know where they're at, and then they get outgunned, and that's usually bad. But once again, back to the tactical teammates, the ones who know how to use a UAV, they can actually get the job done, and that's where it boils down to you not getting that many kills anymore. That's about it. Just a couple things, like I said too. So I feel like there's more advantages than disadvantages to running support only. I know you won't be able to get those big score streaks like a ball turret gunner or paratroopers or the bombing run or any of that, but you don't really need it if you have a decent teammate, and plus you might be able to get a vicious medal or a V2 rocket like I just did. But I appreciate you guys stopping by and checking out this video. I really do hope you enjoyed it and you might have learned something. Try out the UAV counter UAV strat and see how it works for you, and let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace out.